right? Like when we go on walks or when we have something going on, if we only could get out of pilot mode and come back to our breath and to this awareness, like to our immediate sensate realities, there's so many answers and so many gifts for us from our ancestors, from the universe, from God, whoever you reference that to be, right? So y'all, I was just getting all kinds of stuff. Let me show you my paper. I ended up printing it out for my notes on my phone from my walk this morning. Let me share with y'all some of my thoughts. Oh, this was a good one. This one's so good, y'all. No matter what's wrong with you, right? No matter what's wrong with you. Hi, Uncle Zandor. But no matter what's wrong with you, the practice of just mindfulness and being aware and just going into nature, the practice pours energy into what's right with you. Ain't that good, y'all? Like, that's how I felt on my walk this morning. Like, just this practice of awareness and this truth seeking, it pours energy into what's right with you. And that's the thing with just being aware. And that's a great thing about being human. That's one of our key gifts, is that we have the ability to be aware. And so with that awareness, like, we get to see all these things that are present. But when we're distracted and being busy, and that's what we get in this quarantine, y'all, we get to be still and see. So, okay, let me tell y'all some more stuff that came to me. Oh, in this practice of being aware, really all we're learning to do is get out of our own way, right? Sometimes I say that when I get gifts from like the universe, gifts from God, I always think like, ooh, that must have been you, God, because I be in my own way. I couldn't have thought of something so grand. So that's another nugget I got while on my walk this morning. And I just got this feeling of gratitude and praise. And as long as we're breathing, we can start all over again. And the breath reminds us to be here now, because we can't breathe in the future or the past. And as long as we're breathing, like each morning, and how it doesn't matter if a person or people groups don't want you, because as long as you're breathing, life wants you, right? Oh, that's so good. So y'all, all this was coming to me on my walk, and so I just had to just type it down into my phone. So I was inviting myself, and I feel like me asking the ancestors to welcome me to this land as I walk. There was this opportunity to take up residency in awareness, right? So just kind of drop down into that silence, drop down into that, just that being and that knowing. Oh gosh, y'all. Okay, let me continue to tell y'all. And just attending. I was thinking about just attending. And that in this mindfulness, it's not about trying to get somewhere. It's about recognizing that this current state that I'm in is especially special. So I think that's the gift that we got to see, right? So how everybody is looking at all the things that are wrong while we're here in quarantine. There's far more right with us than wrong with us. And it's just a matter of allowing ourselves to see that. There's far more right with us right now than wrong with us. And the stillness allows us to see that. Let me check my time. Okay. I got about a minute and a half yet. I'll give y'all a couple more things. Oh, how about resourcing yourself? I started talking about that yesterday. And I was thinking about how so many of us don't recognize that everything we need is already within us, right? So y'all hear me on that. Everything you need is already within you. And a lot of times we base ourselves and our appreciation of life on external things, or we think the answers are outside of us often, and we chase answers outside of us, when in reality, everything we need is already within us. And it's a matter of being still and coming back to ourselves, who we were originally created to be before the world start telling us who to be. And I understand that it's busy. Like we have relationships, we have people, we have activities, and then all of that influences how we see ourselves. But everything you need is already within you. Y'all want to breathe through that? That's a part of resourcing yourself. So going to your breath and finding stillness and being able to breathe and become aware of like your immediate sensate reality, like being in that awareness allows you to see that everything you need is already within you. And it also allows you to hear those answers, right? So y'all, let's take a few breaths together. But I want us, while we're breathing, let's call to this place of knowing in our bellies, right? That place of knowing, that place where you get your answers, that place where you feel your answers, right? And let's breathe and not think about it, but feel about it. So y'all ready? Roll our shoulders back and down, lengthening the spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, exhale from your hands and your feet. So inhale again through those places, your hands and your feet. And then exhale from those places. Now as you inhale this time, between the exhale, notice the slight pause, because that's what I've been talking about, that slight pause. And just like in our lives, we need to notice the slight pauses that we get. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. That's good. So we can appreciate this time, y'all, as a slight pause, right? Because there's far more right with you than wrong with you. All right, y'all, that's about my 7 minutes. I'll see y'all tomorrow.